Bogey in at the 3. Just 3 to shoot. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, but they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Ayton wide open. Good on the triple.
And I'll tell you what, stretch bigs are getting bigger. Ayton, MB, Big Cat, this is the future.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Left side, Durant. Launches it. Minnesota with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Gobert finds McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Plays it up and banks it in.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Booker against Edwards. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got 5 now.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
And here is Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Uh-oh, they might have woken up that range from Chris Paul. He's capable from there.
Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Paul passes to KD. Shoots from the elbow. That one misses. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Conley against Paul. Towns is doubled. Kicks to Gobert. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Ayton. Here's Booker. And rebounded by McDaniels.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Pass to Towns. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Paul. Suns trail by 6. Outside Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Putting on a clinic tonight. Durant can use either hand to break you down off the dribble.
There's the feed to come. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Booker, no good. Timberwolves leading by 4. Conley for 3. Edwards kicks to Towns. And yes, it's good. Towns has got his second basket.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Outside Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Edwards. Towns, high post. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team. And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Now the pass to Ayton. Booker outside. That will count, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves with... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Paul outside. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And it's Durant missing. Minnesota leading by 3. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Booker with no one around. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
Durant, the pass to Ayton. Fades back. That one drops for him. Ayton's got 7 points.
Ayton showing it could be a problem on other spots on the floor, not just the post.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Greg dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Out to the right wing. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Gobert trying to get open. Edwards can't hit. The Suns trailing. Durant with it. Now guarded by Towns. Steps back and shoots. It's good. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
You talk about the mid-range and how much KD uses that area better than anybody in the NBA.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And for the Suns, Warren's checked in for Octopi, and Terrence Ross is subbed in for Devin Booker. Anderson with the screen for Rivers. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Paul passes to Ross. Outside for Durant.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
To the inside. And KD throws it down.
And Durant still has that flush, just an easy deuce for him.
Rivers scanning the floor. Noel passes to Rivers. The kick out to Anderson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
1:16 left here in the second. And Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. The shot's good from Paul. Paul's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
They set the pick. Rivers kicks to Anderson. From deep, Prince drills it from outside. Prince has got himself going there at his first points of the game on the deep ball. Paul is doubled. Outside for Durant. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Misses off the right ankle.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
Warren with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Outside Durant. There's 18 seconds left now here in the second, and he gets it to go.
And we might be in for a special night, KD getting it going offensively.
Pass to Rivers. Passes to Reed. 4 seconds left. No good on the layup. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach. Thanks so much, David.
24. The Suns, 25.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
On the court for the Suns, we've got Bismack Biyombo. Terrence Ross is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Warren, and it's Durant in at the 4-man position. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. With these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
And it's Conley that time on the assist by Gobert. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And how about the speed of Mike Conley there in transition? He explodes up the court to ensure they convert on that fast break.
Payne gets a wide open look. Misses the 3. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Ross. Out to Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
And they get it. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Payne.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Edwards drives in and finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Edwards against Ross. A 3 from Warren. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Edwards. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
KD looking around. Ross in the corner. It's Durant on the wing. 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
McDaniels passes to Towns. Warren with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Ross. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
2 minutes.
Conley kicks to Edwards.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. And that one goes long. Suns trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to KD. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards inside. Working on Payne. Conley dishes to Edwards. Towns the screen. Fires for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Towns has got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Phoenix making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Biyombo. Torrey Craig comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Booker in for Terrence Ross. With 3, Booker nailed from three-point land.
For 3.
Booker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Called for Minnesota.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Rivers kicks to Prince. Back to Rivers. Here's Noel. Defended by Booker. And the shot is good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Suns trail by 9. Booker outside. There's the pass to Craig. Dishes it to Ayton. Back to Craig. Pass to Warren. He kicks it to Booker. On deep. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 17-5 run. No good on the 3. The Suns have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Payne. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves lead by 4. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
The kick out to Warren. Booker outside. Ayton a screen on Edwards. 5 to shoot. Booker finds Ayton. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
McDaniels. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Booker with it. Picked up by Edwards. Outside Warren. There's the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Conley surveying the D. Oh, the lob to Gobert to the left side wing. Here's Towns, and play stops. as it looks like they call him over the back here.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back. I think there was an angle to get to that ball, but a bit reckless on that play.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. KD's checked in for Torrey Craig. Octopi comes in for TJ Warren. And it's Paul in for Cameron Payne. That shot off, and Minnesota now the other way. They've led by as much as 10, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Gobert down low. He's covered by Ayton. Passes it to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Paul outside. Off target from outside. Minnesota leading by 6. Edwards passes to Gobert. Edwards looking it over. The kick out to Towns. Buries it from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And that's why Cat went first overall. This dude is 6'11" with perimeter skills, a sweet shot, and unstoppable when he's on.
Booker outside. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Conley. Inside and taken away by Paul. And now the Suns a fast break. Here's a Kogi. And again, it's the Suns missing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. For 3, Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
And from the corner, Booker is not a player you can forget about.
For 3, Edwards. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Octopi, the pass to Booker. Shoots over McDaniel. That one off the back iron and out. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Some solid defense there from KD. And it's Phoenix's ball. They trail by 9 points. Beyond the arc. Paul can't get it to go. Conley with it. Chris Paul covering. Plenty of space. A nice shot by McDaniel. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Octopi misses. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. No good there. So it's Minnesota winning this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position.
Well, we know how capable and consistent Karl Anthony Towns can be when he gets this kind of inside position.
Conley against Westbrook. Tipped. Stolen by Conley. Edwards for three. Conley finds Towns. Here's Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
Covington passes to Westbrook. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Now here's McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. Outside Conley. 6 to shoot. Pass to Towns from about 19. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Here's George. Westbrook outside. He takes it in. It's good.
Well, there's only one way Russell Westbrook knows how to play, and that is attack mode all the time. Nice drive.
Pass to Towns. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's George. Back to Covington. From outside the arc. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Dropping foul, Mike Conley. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Leonard. Now off the inbound. And the dunk by Leonard.
Well, defense had nothing for Kawhi Leonard. Nice jam.
Edwards against George. Puts it up from the high post. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Westbrook.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
From deep. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Towns, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Inside. Covington finds George. Kicks it out to Westbrook. 5 on the clock. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, there's a level of physicality that Russell Westbrook plays with, right? He has a willingness to seek and find contact.
And so he hits both. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Edwards. Here he goes.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
It's both from the stripe.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential, but there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
George passes to Covington. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Westbrook. Driving to the basket. He can't get it to go. McDaniels with some nice D.
Blocking foul on Robert Covington. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Jaden McDaniels.
Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Leonard. On the take. And Leonard throws it down.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
And Minnesota calls time here.
All right, fans, let me hear you give it up for your Timberwolves dancers.
For 3, Conley. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You can see that defenders try to play with a level of physicality against Mike Conley, but this guy's such a tough competitor, he'll get to the line.
And he makes all 3.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I like how focused they've been on getting the opposition into foul trouble, as well as coming through at the free throw line.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
And so in the game for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. Edwards finds Towns. Puts the move on, and he takes it up and lays it in. Towns has got 10 points.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
They retain possession. Pass to Westbrook. To the inside. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Now here's Westbrook. He has 7. Pass to George. Picked by Covington. Back to George. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Plumlee's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Alexander Walker. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Clippers trail. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
George outside. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. Conley passes to Gobert. And it's stolen by Plumlee. He goes up. And the dunk by Leonard.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Westbrook against Conley. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
And Westbrook draws the double. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
Here's George. Pass to Plumlee. Now Westbrook. Back to Plumlee. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. George defending. Towns down low. Working on Covington. Back to Daniels. 5 to shoot. Sinks the tray. McDaniels got 5.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Conley against Westbrook. Out left to the wing. Towns down low. McDaniels from long range. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Timeout call, the Clippers. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Morris, he's checked in for Covington. Powell comes in for Leonard. Gordon, he's checked in for George. And it's Highland in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Powell. Morris outside. And he can't get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Noel. Anderson with a screen on Powell. Now Anderson, defended by Gordon. And it's Powell off the drive. Plumlee, deflected. Here's Noel. Down low. Here's Reed. Misses from close range.
Boy, that's one he wishes.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back with you shortly.
For the Jabberwockies.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Jalen Noel out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Pass to Powell. Three-pointer. Anderson pulls it down. Here's Prince. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The three ball. Knocks it down from distance.
This guy has spent his career underrated. Prince can stretch the defense and do a lot of little things for you.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Here's Rivers. Out to the wing from downtown. Goes back up. Pass to Reed. And he converts the layup.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Gordon finds Powell. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. No good that time. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Anthony Edwards has checked in for Noel. Up top, Reed. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Rivers' shot is off.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Anderson pulls it down. Anderson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Rivers. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Reed. Good D by Covington. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's Westbrook. He has 7. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's George.
Boy, when he is contesting shots, you see the potential on the defensive end for Anthony Edwards.
Here's Rivers, pounded by Westbrook. Reed can't hit. The Clippers have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. George outside. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Reed. Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Reed sets a screen to the paint. A slam dunk by Reed.
Well, Austin Rivers, not just a scorer. This guy will set you up if you're open.
Westbrook. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That one on Anderson.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. No good on the second free throw. Anderson against Covington. Pass to Alexander Walker. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Alexander Walker's got his first points of the game. Now here's Westbrook. Defense is right there. Nice D from Reed. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Anderson with a screen. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Clippers shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be.
You're asking for trouble now if you let Paul George get room to run. Excellent transition and superb at getting himself in the right position.
Here's Rivers. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Going inside. Pass to Prince. Lets it go from deep. On target from range.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Anderson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Alexander Walker. There's the 3. He can't hit that time. That shot is off. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the... And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Minnesota with it. A 17-point lead, their biggest. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the one.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end. This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Left side McDaniels fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Edwards is gone 1 for 3 on the night. It's George on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Here's Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Well, this is what you're hoping to see. A level of dominance on the defensive end by Towns sends that shot back.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting only 39% so far in the game. Good chance here for Westbrook. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Back to Edwards. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. All by himself. Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Westbrook against Conley. Down low. Here's Gobert. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 16. Leonard against McDaniels. Leonard can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Edwards for 3. Connects from downtown.
Anthony Edwards getting into that pull-up game. Nicely done.
Leonard outside. Back to Covington. This one for 3. Towns with a rebound. Minnesota's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Outside McDaniels. From deep. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. George finds Covington.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Looking to end the run. They double team George. Leonard on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. The three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Conley passes to Towns. Back to Conley. The kick out to Edwards. George with a steal.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
It's McDaniels on the wing. And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Right side, McDaniels. Off target from outside. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
30 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Edwards. Here's Towns. Hands it from the wing. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
No hesitation from Karl Anthony Towns. Ball is delivered. He makes the assist look easy.
Covington, a screen on Edwards. Leonard for three. And again, it's the Clippers missing. McDaniels from long range. No good on the shot. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
I smack clowns with mad style.
it off. Recipe was plain, had to add the sauce. 40,000 hours working on my craft. Said if I spend my last, I'ma make it back. Gotta keep it going, gotta keep it going. Never back checking when you're moving forward. They ain't heard enough till they heard of us. So we gon' get it bustin', tell them turn it up. I can't take this gift for granted. From where you started, look at where you at. I came a long way from the bottom. Ain't no way we ever turning back. Cause I've been on my grind, wake up, get it first.
Oh, who say does that?
All eyes. Richard on the guard. Matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head to head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now here's Paul. The pass to Durant. Booker looking around. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Instantaneous offense. Booker gets the hot pass and quickly has that shot in the air.
Here's George. And the rejection by Ayton. Now here's Booker. It's tipped. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Goes up. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Ball against Westbrook. Ball passes to Booker. Clock at 6. And Craig has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Westbrook, no good.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Zubac. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Durant with it. Launches a 3. And they recover it. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Ayton. Outside, KD. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Leonard against KD. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Now here's Paul. Durant in the corner. Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. Now Paul. Defended by George. And here we go. Here's Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
A perennial all-defensive pick. George's quick hands create a lot of transition opportunities.
Outside Leonard. Westbrook scanning the floor. Covington kicks to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by the Suns. Outside Durant. Down low. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
George against Booker. George passes to Westbrook. Sinks the triple. Westbrook's got 5.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Buries the long-range jumper. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles. And Booker kicks to KD from downtown. And that one is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard dishes to George. Zubats with the screen for George. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Craig. The rebound by Paul George. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-5 run. Pass to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Russell Westbrook has been...
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubats. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. And here's Leonard from 3. Westbrook against Paul. Booker in the corner. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
The Suns shooting their first free throw of the game. How did you react, Richard, to the changes in rules in 2021, specifically those banning non-basketball moves?
I loved it because the game has gone so far offensively that it put the defenders in such a bad spot. And so now that you're allowing for the defenders to actually play defense now, I think it's great for the game.
And instead of tricking your way to the free throw line.
Yeah, because they were using that it's not a foul, it's what they call. And let's turn what they call into actual fouls. So the referees cleaned it up perfectly.
Left side, KD. Shoots over Covington. The shot by KD. No good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Solid play there from PG. Absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and 1. Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. KD's got his first 3 points of the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Covington, a screen on Booker. Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
KD against Leonard. Ayton sets the pick for Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
That range, though, for a near 7-footer, KD is so
outside Westbrook. Outside George. Los Angeles with another miss. Suns trail by 5. Ball outside to the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Outside, George. Gets it out to Covington. Leonard looking over the floor. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Over in the corner, Paul. Another 3 for Phoenix.
The consistency of Paul's three-point shot is really something. He is a real troublemaker at the arc.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Phoenix making some changes. Biyombo is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. TJ Warren comes in for Kevin Durant. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Clippers.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
On the wing, Booker, defended by George. Outside, Warren. A shot missing. Great D that time from Leonard. The Clippers in the lead. Inside, and stolen by Biyombo. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And finished off by Trey.
Taking on more playmaking responsibilities, Booker has matured over the years, becoming a better teammate.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. The Suns making a switch here. Okogi's checked in. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Mann. Here's Plumlee. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
He hits the second from the line. And here's Payne. The pass to Booker. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the half. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Clippers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And it's Gordon missing. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. The drive by Booker. And the wide open shot from Warren. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists in the game. Plumlee with the screen. Highland. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Highland's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Booker driving to the basket. Plumlee with some nice D. 1 second left. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Thank you, David. And we'll be And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
The backcourt pair for him, it's Payne and Booker. Bismack Biyombo is out there with TJ Warren, and it's Okogie in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Morris a screen. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Back to Morris. Down low and stolen by Booker. And that one is good. Booker's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Suns. Highland passes to Plumlee. Morris against Warren, and that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Leonard, and it's blocked.
And for those who have questions about Warren's defense, there's his answer.
And here is Los Angeles now, and Leonard gets it to go.
3-point field goal.
Here's Booker. 10 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Over to the left wing. Here's Octopi. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The Suns shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Some changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Biyombo. Torrey Craig comes in for T.J. Warren. And Paul subbed in for Payne. Los Angeles has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Covington setting the pick for George. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Booker. No good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Now George. 7 points in the game. Another miss by Leonard.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game.
Timeout. Start it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston team.
Durant's checked in for the Suns. Ayton against Zubac. Now here's Ayton. Tight defense on him. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by George. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to George. Shoots it up. Pass to Zubac. Paul against Westbrook. The 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Octopi, defended by George. Craig passes to Ayton. Good work there as it goes. Ayton's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Pass to Zubac. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Westbrook kicks to Covington. Now here is George. He started closely. Covington down low. Craig is on him. Fast break. Here come the Suns. And it's sent back by George.
Few players have a bigger impact defensively than Paul George. A fixture on the all-defensive team. PG, a nightmare for opponents.
And stolen by Ayton. Ball against Westbrook. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. They need this one. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Passes it to Octopi. 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Count that bucket. Octopi's got 4 points now in the quarter.
defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
The pass to Zubac. Back to George. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Ayton. Suns leading by 4. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Westbrook against Paul. KD on the wing. Durant drawing the double team. 4 on the clock. Elbow shot. And the shot is long. Outside Leonard. No good on the last second attempt there. The third quarter comes to a close. Suns lead by 4. And right after this, we'll... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Setting the floor for the Clippers, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point. And the basket by Octopi.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
George looking over the floor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The length and quickness of George is so difficult to guard against. That really compromises the defense, forcing them to foul. And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Booker, he's checked in for Josh Okogie. Here's Paul, and the layup falls. And the Suns lead by 7.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic LU jam.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
George passes to Plumlee. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Yeah, and you don't want to let Devin Booker get easy points in transition.
And George, here we go. And it's Paul George with the finish.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Durant against George. Outside, KD.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
KD against Leonard. Durant drawing the double team. Out left to the wing. Shoots.
Maybe the most feared defender in the world. Leonard certainly was in the shooter's head on that miss.
Here's Covington. Good D by Booker.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And George gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Ayton wide open. No good on the triple. Clippers trail by 9. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns. And the Suns making a change here. Warren's checked in. Nobody near Jordan. Offline with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Outside Warren. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Booker. Clock at 6. Back to Ayton. Jacks up a 3. Paul's shot is off. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 11.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
All free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Ball finds Warren. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ball against Covington. Pass to Warren. Booker in the corner. Wide open look. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Suns.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Devin Booker.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Stolen by Warren. Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Now here's Paul. He feeds it to Ayton. Booker with no one around, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Booker's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns. From deep, George, and again the turnover by the Clippers.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Booker outside. From deep three-point range, no good. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan.
I smack clowns with mad style.
teams really get it done on the offensive end.
Here we go.
Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1.
You know, of all the things Octopi does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Now Paul. The kick to Durant. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Here's Durant. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, his game offensively is fully developed. Durant has no holes in his offensive game. Comfortable from any place on the floor.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Edwards has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Okogie. Launches it, and the three-pointer goes.
Boy, I tell you, Octopi continues to refine his shooting motion. It's got to be seamless and smooth on that particular shot. Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
And it's the Suns with the ball. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. That one goes in.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Booker against Edwards. Drives to the hoop. And Edwards slams it in.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Now here's Paul. Left side Durant. Shot clock at 6. Rebound Minnesota. So Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
That one goes. Count it.
Now this is just too easy for Conley. The D can't allow him to get this close to the basket.
1:46 left now in the first quarter. Pass to Durant. Over McDaniels. And it's Phoenix with another.
Being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
Now here's McDaniels. Oh, Durant with a steal. 1:16 left to play in the first. Paul for 3. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Paul's got 5 points.
You know, going back to his rookie season in 2006, Paul shot under 30% from deep. It's amazing how much he's improved that part of his game.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Now here's Paul. 5 points in the game. Booker, and the layup falls.
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer.
For three, Conley. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Monster flush that time from the big man.
And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Conley passes to Gobert. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
And maybe one of the best at the alley-oop. Gobert is great at reading the D and getting eye contact with the passer and finish.
Pass to Booker. Ayton with a screen. Oh, there's the alley. No good on the buzzer beater. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns U16 team.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Gobert. Towns for 3. They grab their own miss. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. Gotta work harder on the glass.
Knocks down the long J.
You know, when Durant gets a look from that distance, he's letting it fly.
Edwards for 3. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Conley against Paul. Conley passes to Edwards. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Pass to Booker. And here's Durant. Clock at 6. Nice move. There's the drive. And it's good on the layup. Durant's got 12.
Yeah, with platinum level all-around skills, Durant can pretty much score at will.
Here's Edwards. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws. It goes on Chris Paul. Free throw good, Edwards. Good on both.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Paul. He has 7. The 3 is up. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And Edwards, here we go. And Durant with the block.
KD's defense has really taken a huge step forward. I mean, excellent at blocking shots now, and he's a better help defender. Man, he's putting that reach to good use on the defensive end.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Paul. 1:56 left to play in the second quarter. From 18 feet away, and there's Ayton on the assist by Booker.
Love seeing Ayton take these mid-range jumpers. He realizes guys at his position have to hit these kind of shots.
Edwards for three. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. And he comes up with a bucket. He's got 11.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Phoenix calls timeout. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Timberwolves have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Now here's Durant. And it's Warren off the drive. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Way back in the 2020 NBA bubble, seems like that was years ago, T.J. Warren was unstoppable. Averaged nearly 27 points and 6 boards in those 10 games he played in the bubble.
On the wing, Noel, defended by Payne. Anderson for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. 35 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hard to imagine Durant not going down as one of the great scorers this league has ever seen. As a matter of fact, that's a given, folks. Dynamic, explosive, and he's consistent year in and year out.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Here's Noel, looking for his first basket still in this one. Over Payne. Here's Anderson. Banked it in off the glass.
Anderson.
And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
For the score, your Suns 32, the Timberwolves 38.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Campaign. Kevin Durant is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Conley. Towns for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns is a dangerous shooter from the perimeter, and it's his excellent shot selection that helps him be so efficient from there.
Durant against McDaniels. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
What can they do? I mean, that's the question. Durant finds a shot he likes, and the mechanics are efficient and tight, practically a sure thing when he lets it fly. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pass to Durant, puts up a 3. Warren for 3, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Edwards, guarded by Ross. Yep, that one goes. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Payne finds Durant. It's not going to go for him. McDaniels with some nice D. Towns with the ball. Back to Conley. And stolen by Durant. Outside Ross. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Payne with the bucket.
You know, he doesn't have the quickness of some guys, but he does see everything, including that opening.
Here's Edwards with the drive. Pass to Towns. Back to Gobert. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And the Suns making a change here. Paul's checked in.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Conley against Paul. For 3, Durant. Minnesota with a rebound. McDaniels got his 4th rebound in this one. And Edwards, here we go. To the left side wing. Towns against Durant. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And it's an 11-point Minnesota lead.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Paul can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. And there it is for him. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
The legs of Conley, they work just fine getting out there on that break.
Conley against Paul. They need this. Here's Ross. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. And here's Edwards outside. That shot missing. And Phoenix will come the other way. Right side Durant. Over Gobert. Here's Biyombo. And Biyombo slams it home.
You know it's true. No substitute for hard work on the offensive boards, and that's what Biyombo's doing there. Always a threat to peel off those offensive oranges.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Biyombo. Craig comes in for Durant. Okogie's checked in for Warren. And it's Booker in for Ross. Now here's Anderson. He has 7. Pass to Prince. Takes the 3. Nails it from 3. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
Out to Craig. Now here's Paul. He's got 7. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pass to Reed. He's off on that one.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's Octopi. No good on the three. Here's Alexander Walker. And that's not going to go. And so it's Minnesota up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So for Minnesota right now, they've got Taurean Prince, Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel, and it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. Now here's Craig. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Reed, a screen on Booker. Pass to Reed. Back to Alexander Walker. The three. And Craig pulls it down. Well, the Suns shooting 52% from the floor so far. The three. Here's Ayton. And the deficit down inside single digits.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Here's Noel. Anderson for three. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Paul with a steal. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Craig. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Back to Booker. Over Towns. Booker's shot is good.
I really love seeing Booker score off the ball. He shows his understanding for spacing and when to put up a shot.
And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Second free throw, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Towns. And the layup is good.
In the paint, Towns is just a nightmare for defenders. His size is a huge advantage.
The three from Ayton. And the Suns miss again. Minnesota's got 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Edwards can't hit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside for Booker. Octopi on the wing. Durant for three. Fires in the triple. Durant's got 22.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Yeah, we've seen Conley do this forever, running the point with precision.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Booker for three. And no good. And Minnesota the other way with it now. They've led by as many as 14. Conley passes to McDaniels. Durant against Towns. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Suns. On the wing, Durant. McDaniels covering. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Pass to Towns. 1:24 left to play in the fourth quarter. Lets it fly from 18. Gobert no good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Another miss by Minnesota.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. 1 minute left in the 4th quarter here. Here's Octopi, covered by Towns. Back to Booker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Karl-Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Minnesota with the ball. They lead by 7. Launches a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. And it's Phoenix's ball. So far in the 4th, they've allowed just 6 points. Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
Chris Paul, one of the best foul shooters in the history of the NBA. I mean, he's not a guy you want to send to the line.
And a tough miss as the second of 3 shots is offline. 1 to go. And he cannot get the 3rd one to drop. Going just 1 for 3. Gobert against Ayton. Over to the left wing. Double team on Towns. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Octopi. And the Suns miss again. And so it's Minnesota with the W. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Here we go.
So the Clippers win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Westbrook wide open. He fires. The Clippers get another chance here. Covington kicks to Westbrook. Goes back up. Mike Conley with the rebound.
Just a solid contributor. Mike Conley has continued to age, and he looks far from done.
GA, he's terrific, especially at setting the pace and orchestrating an offense. Also solid at realizing how to get his teammates involved. A selfless distributor who looks to make his guys better.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Towns for 3. Another miss by Towns.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And the basket is good.
This speaks to Westbrook's high level of awareness. Understands when one of his guys is wide open.
Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
The deep 3 from George. Minnesota with the rebound.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And there it is for him. Gobert's got his second bucket.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Nobody near George. Hits it from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Conley against Westbrook. Here's Towns. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
And you see Big Cat has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
George up top. Defended by Gobert. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Edwards. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Gobert's got 6.
This is where size matters. No one's stopping Gobert on that shot.
For 3, Westbrook.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Zubats. Outside for George. Rocket 2 over Edwards. Again, the Clippers.
Nice recognition from Paul George there. Understanding the shot clock situation and cashing in.
Conley finds Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Towns with it. Leonard picks him up. And so they foul intentionally. Plumlee is checked in for the Clippers.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Conley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the middle. Here's Gobert. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Now, here's McDaniel. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Hard to stop Gobert on the dunk. His length gives him a clear path to the rim.
Leonard with the ball. Working on McDaniels. Timberwolves leading by 3. For 3. Connects from 3-point range.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
George looking over the floor. To the wing on the left. Zubac finds Leonard. Latre. Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Outside, Towns. McDaniels with the ball. Leonard's there. They get it again. Gobert. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Gobert's got 10 points in the game.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Timberwolves?
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. This is his first free throw of the game. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
For three, Westbrook. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Oh, the lob to Gobert. That one doesn't drop.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Second shot opportunity. Puts the move on. And the layup is good. Gobert's got 12 points in the game.
We're watching the offensive development by Rudy Gobert. He is exploding tonight.
And thinking back to that 2017 MVP season for Russell Westbrook, Steve, you know, he averaged a triple-double.
Kevin, what's incredible to me, Russ did it 3 straight years with OKC. Then again with the Wizards. Westbrook's numbers are out of this world.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Here's George. Offensive rebound. Zubac kicks to Plumlee. The deep three from George. Mike Conley grabs the miss.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Here's Noel. And there's the pass to Reed. To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go. Fast break. Plumlee's got it. And he makes good on the layup.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. Dishes to Prince. Anderson with the screen for Prince. Back to Anderson. Here's the three. And that's Prince. That time on the assist by Anderson. Prince has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's George. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And George, here we go. No basket, missed number 5 out of his 8 shots. Minnesota leading by 4. Anderson passes to Noel. Here's Alexander Walker. Tries again. Kicks it out to Prince. No good with the triple. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Passes it to Westbrook. Plumlee with the screen. Westbrook passes to Plumlee. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Knocked away.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Prince outside from past the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Leonard has it in the corner. Stolen by Anderson. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Noel. That one rolling around and rims out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Leonard. Reed with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And stolen by Prince. And now the Timberwolves on the break. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Good anticipation by Taurean Prince. He gets the steal and leads the fast break.
There's the steal. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Minnesota calls time. Come on and make some noise. Give it up for your Clippers Spirit.
There's Noel. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks for the great interview, David. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And Plumlee kicks to Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Here's Edwards into the lane and finished off by Edwards.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Coming onto the court right now. Time to get excited for your Clippers.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Mann. And George is subbed in for Eric Gordon. Here's Highland. About 1 minute played here in the second half. There's the dish to Plumlee. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Conley the pass to Towns. The offensive rebound. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Zubac. Towns with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Over in the corner, Conley. Second chance shot. Plumlee with the rebound.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
And here's Leonard from three. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. On the wing, George. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Highland. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Highland's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Edwards looking it over. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Edwards got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. George against Towns. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Highland. From the arc. And another three for the Clippers.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Towns. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Zubac finds George. Zubac with the screen for George. Highland passes to George. Driving the lane. Here's Plumlee. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Here's Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Clippers trail by 10. Here's Highland. He has 6. Outside, George. And he drives in. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Outside, Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish him.
And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Outside, George. To the paint. And the dunk by Zubac.
We know about George's ability as a scorer, but he's also unselfish and a skilled playmaker.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by George. Anderson passes to Reed. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot.
Here's Noel. There's a screen. Anderson passes to Reed. Here's Noel. And the Timberwolves call timing. Reed kicks to Prince. It is flushed down with a nice jam.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants, keeps the ball moving.
Minnesota shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Noel. The kick out to Anderson. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. That free throw good from Anderson.
You saw the talent from day one in Summer League. Anderson's one of those guys who can really get it done in a lot of different areas.
Leonard with no one around. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Plumlee, and it's Highland in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Alexander Walker. It's Prince on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. There's the pick. The 3. Here's Reed. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
And the rejection by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now, here's Westbrook. He dishes it to Covington. And he banks in the layup. Covington's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Towns finds Conley. Here's Gobert. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And it's Leonard missing.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
McDaniels dishes to Conley. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Towns is doubled.
Nice defense by Robert Covington. He has the classic 3-and-D skill set.
Here's George. And he lays it straight in. And that's 13 points for George.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now here is George. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
No one covered.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Gives it out to Covington.
2 minutes.
Outside, George. Clock at 4. Another shot. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. That one is on Towns.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Oh, offensive interference. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Clippers trail by 7. Outside, George. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Chalk up 2 there. George has got 19 points.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Conley kicks to McDaniel. They kick out to Towns. Conley with the 3. No good on the shot. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Westbrook passes to George. Nice move. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Covington. Here's Leonard. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Towns.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Outside Conley. Outside Towns. Kicks it to Gobert. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Stepping up big. Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
Here's George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 7-second difference. Shot in game clock. Westbrook against Conley. Right side Towns. Gobert with the screen on Covington. Out to Conley. On deep. Rebounded by Covington. Outside Westbrook. Three-pointer off the mark. And so Minnesota takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had...
Smack clowns with mad style.
And power forward, George.
Both these squads, man, Brett, they play hard on the defensive end, don't they? Did you enjoy playing in games like this?
No, Kevin. Why would defense? Why would I enjoy playing against a good defensive team? I want to score. But we will appreciate what we get tonight with these guys. Great effort, great grit, and we'll see who will come out on top.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Torrey Craig is out there with Ayton. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Craig. It's Durant on the wing. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
Because of the physical skills and the versatile approach, it's hard not to run plays through Durant pretty much every time down the floor.
Here's George. Craig pulls it in.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
For 3, Durant doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Westbrook passes to George, and it's George finishing it off.
And Paul George had great position that time, an easy deuce.
Booker finds KD. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get and let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Ayton. Booker outside. It's hauled in by George. Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Puts up a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 5.
Yeah, when he opens up his offensive arsenal to knock down threes, PG could be an MVP caliber player.
And Booker kicks to Ayton. The baseline J off the mark.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Ayton dishes to Paul. There's the drive, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And here are the Suns now. They trail by 1. Shot clock at 5. KD can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's George, and he finishes nicely on the way. He has 7.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. And you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Now here's Durant. Paul outside. Booker in the corner. KD against Leonard. And then Durant with the jam.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy. using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
Booker against George. From deep three-point range, out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
Phoenix ball.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. .46 seconds left in the first. Durant against Leonard. KD passes to Booker. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires the three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Booker outside. It's Durant on the wing. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 4-second violation.
Defense. LA basketball. Sun substitution. Josh Octopi.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Nobody near George. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Clippers on top. They're up. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court for the Suns, Durant is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Ayton, and it's Chris Paul, and it's Octopi in a two-guard.
Just taking it right to the defense and in their face, Westbrook at the rim.
Here's Octopi, defended by George. KD looking around. Down low, it's tipped. Stolen by Zubac. Outside Covington. Outside Leonard. Covington setting the pick for George. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Leonard, no luck. Suns trail by 6. Octopi, the pass to KD. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Ball right side. Just 4 to shoot. Over Westbrook. And that one hits back iron. Clippers leading by 6. Here's George. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Yeah, has there been a better scorer in NBA history? KD just a perfect offensive force using length that time.
And it's George missing. Suns trail by 4 after being selected first overall in the 2018 draft. Some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Paul's shot is off. Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. George passes to Zubac. George against Ayton.
You'd even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Now here's Payne. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Craig down low. Defended by Covington. Tries it from 19. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Durant with it. Leonard picks him up, and that's an intentional foul. So for the Suns, Biyombo is checked in for DeAndre Ayton, and it's T.J. Warren in for Durant. To the inside, here's Biyombo.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Clippers leading by 3. Leonard the pass to Highland. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. Good on both. And it's Warren with the ball for Phoenix. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You can count on Booker for some three-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to, but still dangerous.
Leonard with the ball. He has 5. It's hauled in by Warren. Phoenix has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Biyombo in the post. Covington's there. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. Kicks to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been? Thank you, David. We'll be back in.
Your Clippers, 20. The Suns, 16.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Paul George really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. The shot by George, no good. Suns trail by 4. Biyombo, the pass to Durant. Booker with no one around. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. Passes it to Covington. Now George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
And team wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
KD's shot is off. Clippers leading by 6. Leonard attacking and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Such a difficult guy to keep up with and also have a conversation with. Leonard, sometimes all you can do is foul him.
And the Clippers making a change here. Plumlee's checked in. And then for Phoenix, Ayton comes in for Biyombo. And Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. Now Kevin Durant. He's got 8. Ayton a screen on George. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
And he'll eat up ground in a hurry. Covington running the lane and getting out on the break.
Inside, Paul. Tries it from 19, and there's Ayton, and that's good on the assist by Paul. Ayton's got his first points in this one. George passes to Westbrook. Durant with the steal. Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Durant for three. Drills the three-pointer. KD's got 11 points.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
And here's George for three. No good there. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Ayton wide open. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Covington's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Leonard. Good. Nice job down low. He's got 9.
That's great touch from the swing man as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area and he can get there anytime he wants.
Booker outside. On deep. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Here's Westbrook. That one falls. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Russell tenacious and also flexible as an athlete. He absorbs that kind of contact and completes the move.
Count that one.
Well, an aggressive move right there to the basket. That's where he does some of his best work and chops into the lead.
Leonard on the wing. Count the basket. And 11 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, he's got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Now here's Paul. Shoots it. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. No good from Booker. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. And George gets it to go. And now an 8-point Clipper lead.
George gets it going, and he is a rock right now on offense. Sturdy, steady, and strong.
Booker looking around. He gets that one. Booker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Booker's such a good spot-up shooter, but when he gets on the move and he has that kind of deft touch, that's a pretty soft floater.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the third. Westbrook passes to Covington.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Westbrook. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. Leonard dishes to George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. And he drains the 3. But let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. Well,
the previous play is under review.
Turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're...
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Torrey Craig is out there with Durant, and it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Zubats is checked in for Mason Plumlee. And Phoenix also making a switch. Warren's checked in for Kevin Durant. Craig sets the screen for Booker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You got to love Devin Booker and the way he just competes no matter what the score is and no matter where the team is sitting in the standings.
Both free throws good from Booker. The Clippers in the lead. And here's Westbrook. Outside, George. And the pass to Zubats. George with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
A nice portion of their points have been earned at the line, and they've done an exceptional job creating havoc for the defense and getting fouled.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
And Craig has it in the corner. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 6 assists in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Phoenix has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Ball against Leonard. Pass to Craig. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Durant's checked in for the Suns. Booker against George. Zubats trying to break loose. Doesn't go that time. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Feeds it to Ayton. Got it. Good job in the low post. Ayton's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
Now the coaching staff has to like that as he picks apart the defense there in the pick and roll play.
On the wing, George, defended by Paul. And Durant sends it back. Paul kicks to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And it's Ayton missing. For Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Now here's Leonard. And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He said, we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
Thank you, David. And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And the rejection by Zubats. George passes to Leonard and taken away by Paul. Here's KD. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And the Suns lead by 4. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Suns.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You got to be careful when you're handling the ball around.
Ayton in the corner. This one for 3. Hands it from downtown. Ayton's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Outside, George. That doesn't go either for George.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Outside for KD. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
35 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Booker outside. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one? Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
And the wide open shot from Paul. Off target with his 3. For 3, Covington knocks down the trifecta. And so it's Phoenix who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with David. Thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Merrick.
Clowns with mad style.